We start tonight by remembering the nearly 3,000 people who lost their lives on this tragic day 20 years ago. It's a day we will never forget, and most people remember September 11th, 2001 vividly.
I was getting ready for work, been on fire department for about 4 years, and I couldn't believe it.
Thanks for joining us on this special edition of 4 News Now. Now, many of us remember what we were doing when the two planes hit the Twin Towers in New York. Our first responders, firefighters, look back still with a heavy heart. Tonight, Elenee gives us a look at how our area firefighters honored and remembered this day.
Every year, some Spokane area firefighters gather at the Bank of America building downtown to honor their brothers and sisters lost in the 9/11 attack. They do so by climbing these stairs 6 times. That represents the 110 stories of the Twin Towers their brothers and sisters climbed that day to save people.
I was on Engine 16 in the Albuquerque Fire Department. And when it all started, I remember thinking it wasn't real.
You know, as a firefighter, when you saw those towers come down, you knew exactly what that meant.
Today, 20 years later, all these firefighters remember the lives lost in the attack.
We always say never forget our brothers and sisters we lost that day.
343. That's how many firefighters lost their lives on 9/11. Year after year, firefighters climb the Bank of America building 6 times to remember those firefighters. That amounts to 110 stories those heroes climbed.
It's an honor to have the opportunity to remember everyone, bring it forth. You know, it's 20 years already. Seems like it was just yesterday in a lot of ways.
Several ceremonies took place across the inland Northwest to remember all the lives lost. For these firefighters, that attack 2 decades ago hits a little closer to home.
They went in there knowing, you know, they knew, but they couldn't stop themselves. They had to do it. You know, that's something we do. They had to do it.
20 years now, every year on each climb, they have the names of those who perished on them. Years ago, one firefighter wrote down all 343 names on this hose to carry as they walk up the steps.
Come on, boys.
These firefighters won't let a pandemic stop them from honoring all the people who put their lives on the line. It just looks a little different from years past. Fewer firefighters climbed together. Instead, it had to be virtual, and anyone participating could do a climb of their own. These firefighters will continue to do it for the lives lost and each other.
We may all start this job off trying to do our best to help our citizens, and we still do that, but there comes a point in time where you do it for your brother or your sister to the right or left of you, and we leave no one behind.
In Spokane, Elenee 4 News Now.